So have you also been told that you're going to get so much wealth, but still you're struggling through your finances and your career? Let's know why. Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great. So this video is about how you can see about one's wealth through astrology. Now there are different ways through which you can see about a person's wealth, but one specific technique which is like a snapshot technique for you, which is very easy to calculate and very easy to understand, and most importantly it's about the real time. That is the D2 chart, the Hora chart. Because what happens is that, for example, you must have seen that you people might have been told by an astrologer or a pandit that you will possess a lot of wealth, but still you are struggling through accumulation of wealth, you are struggling in your job, you are struggling in your career. Then always what happens, a person tends to blame astrology or the astrologer, that maybe astrology is something which is not accurate, which is just mere superstition. It's actually the way you see astrology, the way you understand astrology. So there could be a promise of wealth in your chart, but you may or may not even have it because you are not going through certain mahadasha or antardasha. And for that, it is very, very important that you see your maha and antardasha and you match it with your D2 Hora chart. That is going to tell you that during this time, in the time given, in what you are expecting, in your what you are expecting to see, in that time, is the wealth promised? Is there going to be an easy wealth, or it is going to be a difficult wealth, difficult accumulation of wealth? Okay, so for that we are going to refer to the D2 chart. Now let's not waste any more time and get into technicalities. Just let's get into something that I've made for you people so as to simplify how to understand and predict through D2 chart. So the astrology class, D2 Hora chart. Now the first thing that you need to see is that there are particularly three ways through which you are going to see whether you are promised wealth or not. First of all, you are going to predict through the ascendants of the D2 chart, then the majority of planets, and the third point is chart, right? So the very first one is ascendants. In the D2 chart, we have two ascendants. You'll always see, just go and check it in your D2 chart, you're going to have two ascendants, either one of them, Cancer or Leo. So there are going to be only these two ascendants, and based on these two ascendants, you'll know that what is the life pattern, what is the wealth pattern for you. In case you have a Cancer ascendant in the D2 chart, that means easy money or money flow will be there from others. It could be from others. It's not just like that. If you have Cancer ascendant, you're going to have wealth from others, you're going to be dependent on other people. No, it's actually that the flow of money is going to be easy. It could be by your own earnings. You are fortunate enough to earn good money in a very short duration and with very less efforts, or you can get money easily through other people like your father, your spouse, or just simply inheritance or even lottery. Okay. Second, if you have Leo ascendant, then difficult money, it requires hard work, it requires physical appearance, it requires physical effort and fame. Okay, so whenever there is a Leo ascendant in the D2 chart, you have to go out and work. You have to represent yourself. You have to go one-on-one with people so as to earn money. You have to interact with customers so as to earn money. You see YouTubers, Those people who just get fame overnight and they're earning so much money through YouTube, these people will have actually Cancer as their ascendant of the D2 chart. And maybe in the Vimshottari dasha, Mahadasha, Antardasha, or Pratyantar dasha, the planet which is in the Cancer sign is activated. In the Cancer sign in D2 chart, remember that we are just talking about D2, we are not talking about the D1 chart. Okay, now another thing that you need to see, of course, fame also is reflected through Leo ascendant. Actually, people with Leo ascendant and D2 chart have immense fame, but only if they do things regularly, if they put in their effort regularly. You see business tycoons, you see actors, celebrities, they have to work hard. They have to work hard with their body, with their physique, with their physical appearance, and then only they get that fame. Those are the people who have Leo as the ascendant of the D2 chart. One more thing which is not mentioned in this PDF, but that is there, that if you have Sun in Leo in your D2 chart, that is a very promising placement. Whenever Sun is going to get activated in your Maha, Antar and Pratyantar dasha, you are going to get very good results in respect of money and recognition. Your efforts will be recognized. You will be at an authoritative position. And if suppose you have Moon in the sign of Cancer in your D2 chart, that is also an excellent placement. Whenever your Moon will get activated, you are going to create wealth or you are going to accumulate wealth. So Moon in Cancer is wealth accumulation whenever it gets activated in the dasha, and Leo in Sun in Leo is about recognition and wealth whenever it gets activated in the dasha. So you have to see the activations of D2 chart through dashas. The most important components here are the D2 chart and the Mahadashas. Okay, now the next one. Next one is majority of planets. Okay. So majority of planets, if majority of planets are in the Cancer sign, your Cancer sign, your D2 ascendant could be Cancer, your D2 ascendant could be Leo. But if the majority of planets are in the Cancer sign, during the Maha and Antardasha of planets in Cancer sign, things work out for them easily in terms of finances. They may also enjoy luxuries based on other people's money. So during that time, these people are going to be fortunate. There's going to be easy flow of money. There's not going to be frustration within them so as to earn money. You see those people who get good wealth, but at the cost of being frustrated, working really hard. You see people at a very good post in the corporates, they have to work so much so as to earn that 2 lakhs 3 lakhs a month. So that's about it. So if majority of planets are in Leo, during Maha and Antardasha of planets in Leo sign, the native has to work hard to earn money. Unless they represent themselves in the public eye, they won't be able to earn well. And they cannot sit and earn. They earn through honest and fair means. So if majority of planets are in Leo, then the money flow could be very difficult for an individual. The ascendant could be Leo, the ascendant could be Cancer. But if the majority of planets are in Leo, the person is going to have difficult time accumulating wealth, and they have to put on their hard work. They have to work a lot harder than the person with majority of planets in the sign of Cancer. And you know what's the logic behind it? Why the majority of planets play an important part? Because I told you, D2 works as per the activation through Maha, Antar and Pratyantar Dasha. So if most of the planets are going to be in a particular sign, that particular sign is going to get activated. Right? So if most of the planets are in the sign of Cancer, that means there's going to be easy flow of money. If most of the planets are in the sign of Leo and they are going to get activated one by one in the Pratyantar or the Antar Dasha, then there's going to be difficult flow of money. Okay, now next, the last point is the charts. Okay, first one is Cancer ascendant. So suppose if you have Cancer ascendant in the D2 chart. Okay, Cancer ascendant and the major planets are in Cancer. Suppose planets are in the ascendant only and the ascendant itself is Cancer, and any planet that gets activated in Maha, Antar and Pratyantar Dasha, what will happen? When planets in Cancer get activated, they spend money on self. That's the first house effect. Because suppose, for example, a person has Rahu in the ascendant in the sign of Cancer and they are going through the Rahu Mahadasha, the flow of money in their life is going to be easy. So whenever Rahu is going to be there for them, that is probably for 2.5 to 3 years. So these people are going to face boom in money. They are going to, suddenly it is going to become very smooth for them to be recognized and to earn money, to accumulate wealth. Okay, so if Rahu is in the ascendant and the ascendant is Cancer, that means you are going to spend money on yourself, because that's the first house. That's the effect of the first house. First house is what? We ourselves, our personality. So you are going to spend on yourself. You are going to keep that money by yourself. You don't have any responsibility. Okay, now the next, if the planet gets activated, which is in Leo. So Leo, when planets in Leo get activated, they would either require to save or to provide to their family or others. That's the second house effect. Like suppose you have a Cancer ascendant in the D2 chart, but your Jupiter Mahadasha is going around and you are facing a complicated time with money, because Jupiter is in your second house in your D2 chart in the sign of Leo. Now what will happen? Suppose you are going through Rahu Jupiter period and you have Rahu in the first house in Cancer and you have Jupiter in the second house in Leo. So what you will see is that although Rahu was actually the easy money phase, but what is more important? The Pratyantar Dasha, the Antar Dasha. So the Antar Dasha of Jupiter has come there and Jupiter is in the second house in Leo. So you were going through a very good time for 2.5 to 3 years in the Rahu period, but as soon as the Rahu Jupiter period came along, you were required to provide that money or save that money for your family, for yourself, howsoever the circumstances would be. That has, that is to be seen from the D1 chart. But you will have to provide your family at that point. You'll have some sort of frustration because of that Leo effect, that fire effect, that, fire, that burning effect. So it is not going to be as easy as the Rahu period for you. Okay? Next, if suppose you have Leo as your ascendant, then what will happen? So if you have Leo as your ascendant and your planet in the sign of Cancer gets activated. So if your ascendant is Leo, then the Cancer would go into the 12th house. Now, when planets in Cancer get activated, they spend or exhaust their money or savings on travel or on any other expenditure, on luxurious experiences, luxury, and things like that, because that's the 12th house effect. Okay, Simple as that. Now suppose you are a Leo ascendant, right? And you have Sun in Leo, and you have all other planets in the 12th house in in the sign of Cancer. And suppose you're going through your Sun Mahadasha. So it has been difficult for you to earn money, but you have been recognized in your Sun period, but you have a lot of pressure, you have a lot of responsibility towards money. You have to go every day, struggle to earn that good amount of money. So what happens, suppose you're going through Sun Moon period and your moon is in the 12th house in the sign of Cancer in your D2 chart. What will happen is that you are going to get easy flow of money, although the hard work is going to be there, the representation, the recognition is going to be there, the frustration is going to be there, but for some time it is going to get soothed away. For some time it is going to be good. And then during the Sun Moon period, you will be able to spend that money for leisure purposes, for traveling, or for beautifying your home maybe. But you will be able to spend money easily and you will get the money easily. The money flow is going to be good, and then you're going to spend that money also. But suppose if your planets are in Leo with the Leo ascendant, what will happen? When planets in Leo get activated, they would find it frustrating to make money, although they will receive the fruits of their hard work in this period. Now, same example, you're going through Sun Mahadasha and you have only planet Sun in the ascendant. You're getting that recognition, you're getting that fruits of your hard work, but you have a lot of responsibilities. You have to think a lot about everything, about your expenditure, what to do and what not to do, but you'll try to present a very regal and royal status of yourself out in the public with that money you have earned. That's why you get recognition and fame. And whenever I'm talking about recognition and fame, do not assume it like that you're going to get recognized as a celebrity or as a YouTube star. It's actually whatever work you'll do. If you're doing a corporate job, if you're doing a business, you are going to be recognized within the area you are doing your work into. Your efforts are going to get recognized. Okay, so that's how you see through a D2 or Hora chart. And let me tell you, Hora chart is very, very important so as to see one's wealth. But it is again a part through which there are many more factors. There are nakshatras, there are house placements. Those actually tell you that if there is a promise of good wealth or not. But this technique is actually more useful. Why? Because it is actually associated with the Mahadasha. It is actually associated with the timeline. So there may or may not be the yogas, but if the timeline of wealth is there, then you definitely are going to have wealth. That's why I wanted to discuss this particular thing first and rest of all afterwards. Okay guys, so I hope this is helpful. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. And if you guys would like to have your personal readings for me, you can check out the link below, www.anmollastrology.com, and under the reading section you can book a personal reading for yourself, and under the unique reading section you can go for the unique readings. Okay, we'll see you with the next video. Bye bye, take care.